Kids, what are you doing?
We're playing with Oobleck.
And what is Oobleck?
It's a substance mixed with cornstarch and water. Let me do the talking.
And what does it do?
So when you mix it together, 2 in 1, or a little more than 2 on one of them. You can do the explaining because I wasn't there in class.
Okay, so I think it's called a mixtured liquid, but I'm not sure exactly. It's a substance that has chemical.
Might it be called a compound liquid?
No, it's not a compound liquid.
So what happens to this?
Okay. Hold on.
Tell us what happens when you punch it.
Focus down on it.
Okay.
It looks like a liquid, but when you try to punch it, you can't.
It's
But
solid.
when your fingers sink in when you put it into it, and look, I'll just take some of it out. It's hard right now, but it sort of just melts in your hand.
Okay, let's see that again. That's crazy. But it doesn't splash when you try to splash it? What happens?
It's hard.
It's
It's just a solid. I can't.
And we made it with cornstarch and water, and it was about, it wasn't 2 to 1 cornstarch to water. It was more like 3 to 1 cornstarch to water, I think, by the time we
And when it just falls straight down, it hits hard, but this goes slowly when it's slow.
Ooh, hello, and then it just melts right away. So as long as you keep it moving, it stays hard.
Yeah.
But when it's
Slowly moving.
If you add pressure to it, it hardens. But if you don't, it comes
just
liquid.
relaxes. But if I go to touch that now, it's hard. It looks like it's melting, but it's actually hard when I touch it.
Yeah, it is
Look.
hard.
I'm watching.
It's all hard and everything, and it just melts.
But if I try to touch it,
It doesn't feel like water. It feels like something very hard.
very cool, kids.
Like,
What is useful about making this, do you think? Is there any practical...
Occupy little children.
Okay, but is there any other practical application to it?
Throwing it at someone. If you're ever trying to prank your friend by drinking milk and they try to drink it really fast by chugging it and it's hard, but then when they drink it slowly, and so they lose the chugging contest.
I
think?
think it has practical application because it can be used as a material in science, and for some things.
God, that's where you learned it, science class.
Yeah. That's why
But what do you... Can you think of a practical application for it?
No.
like if you need a matter that
If you need a science experiment.
if you have a matter that is hard when you press on it, but then it's soft. It relaxes when you release it. That could be used, like in a science.
I wonder if you could use it to make a cast if the cast stayed wrapped up and then when you took the wrapping off. I don't know.
That could be useful.
We could try to... We
Wait,
could
did Miss Settle
try
teach you
that.
this?
No.
Who'd she taught you?
A guy. Well, it was part of the science class.
It was the science
school doesn't
camp.
know.
No.
Yes! So I can show my friends this if I ever get the chance.
Maybe there's something you could do a science
You
experiment.
should totally tell Miss Settle next year because she'll love this. Everyone will love this because it's just cornstarch and water, so it won't make a mess all too much.
Actually, it kind of does make a mess, but okay.
But it's easier to clean up than just like.
Would you guys like for me to send this video to Mrs. Settle?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you want to say to her?
Hi.
Hi, Mrs.
Hi,
Settle.
Miss Settle.
All right, I'm going to
Reassure.
sign off. Bye.